We get to sit down with another legend today.
Gold status.
I just want to read some accolades real quick before I introduce this person. Two-time NCAA champ at SC. Won the first 4 WNBA championships.
How many?
4 straight.
Okay, make sure.
Was the finals MVP of all 4 chips.
How many?
4.
Okay.
Yeah. 8-time overseas scoring champ. And that's just some of the accolades. Welcome to the show, the one and only Miss Cynthia Cooper.
All right.
Cynthia Cooper did not just give Caitlin Clark her flowers. She rolled out a red carpet, fired confetti cannons, and gave her a standing ovation on national television. It was genuine, it was classy, and it was the kind of respect you rarely see in the WNBA these days. Now compare that to Sheryl Swoopes, who came in with a bouquet of passive aggression and enough shade to block out the sun. This was not normal sports commentary. It felt more like a high school reunion gone sideways, except the lunchroom was a press conference and the drama had been brewing for years. Cooper's tribute was all grace, while Swoopes looked like she was gunning for pettiest teammate of the century.
One word to describe Caitlin Clark.
Amazing.
Yes.
A beast. She is the truth.
Cynthia Cooper, the Hall of Famer, the pioneer, the certified walking bucket, who dragged the early WNBA to relevance like she was on a solo mission with no help, and all heart. She showed up to the Caitlin Clark conversation and did not just participate, she elevated it. Cooper gave praise that was insightful and deliberate, not just some, she is decent fluff. She sounded like a true legend, acknowledging the rise of another. Meanwhile, Swoopes seems to have swallowed a foghorn and cannot stop blaring negativity every time Caitlin's name trends. If jealousy were a stat, Sheryl would be the league leader. If you agree with Cynthia Cooper, comment Coop and CC down below. Let's go.
It's amazing how different somebody like Cynthia Cooper is to Sheryl Swoopes. They played together, but the difference in the hateration, the pettiness, the jealousy that comes from one former player versus the other former player is stark.
Let's break this drama down, shall we? Cynthia Cooper watched Caitlin do Caitlin things, pull up threes from the logo, drop dimes that make you question physics, and she recognized it for what it is, brilliance. She called it like a real one. This girl has got it, said Cooper, because yes, she absolutely does. Clark has got vision, like Sue Bird range, like Steph and the poise of a seasoned vet who has seen everything and still smiles through it. Cooper saw that and said this is what the WNBA needs. Meanwhile, Swoopes is somewhere scribbling conspiracy theories on a whiteboard, like she is auditioning for a role in a bad Netflix docuseries, Caitlin and the Case of the Inflated Stats.
Ask me about Caitlin. If you're going to break a record, to me, if it's legitimate, you have to break that record in the same amount of time that player set it.
Okay.
Right? So if Kelsey Plum set that record in 4 years, well, Caitlin should have broke that record in 4 years. But because there's a COVID year, then there's another year, you know what I mean? So she's already had an extra year to break that record. So is it truly a broken record?
Let's not forget Swoopes' laughable attempt to rewrite the record books. She claimed Clark was not the true NCAA scoring leader because of, wait for it, an extra year she never even used. We are talking about a fictional 5th year, folks. Meanwhile, Angel Reese could post a stat line that reads like a blooper reel. 2 for 11, shooting 6 turnovers and a foul for every limb. And Swoopes would still act like she just discovered the next Diana Taurasi. It is less analysis and more fangirl fantasy, but only when the subject is not Caitlin. If Clark scores 40, it is witchcraft. If Reese stumbles into a double-double, it is greatness redefined.
Caitlin Clark right now probably takes about 40 shots a game.
Here we go.
I know you like that.
Yeah.
I said that because when she comes to the league, regardless of what team she goes to that has vets on that team, she probably ain't gonna get 40 shots a game.
And Cheryl's takes are not just bad, they are loud, obnoxiously loud. While the rest of us are watching Clark do wizardry on the court, Swoopes is out here giving keynote speeches at the anti-Caitlin convention. acting like recognizing excellence is some kind of betrayal to her generation. It is like she thinks Caitlyn's rise is a personal attack instead of, actually good for the sport.
3 WNBA MVPs in your career. Would you consider each of those 3 seasons as dominant seasons for yourself?
No.
I can't. Bro, Sheryl Swoopes is willing to lie about her own career before she even admits that Caitlyn is dominant.
Meanwhile, Angel Reese Sherrill's Golden Girl just got demoted from her usual spot on the court. Why? Because the Chicago Sky would like to score. Points this season, thank you very much. In college, Ree thrived on putbacks and rebounds, but now that she is in a league where you actually have to make layups and rotate on defense, things are looking, well, let's just say the Sky Stat sheets are not exactly going viral. And speaking of virality, let's talk cold hard numbers. Caitlin Clark is not just selling out arenas. She is outdrawing NBA teams in some cities. Reese, on the other hand, could offer courtside seats with a free Drake cameo and still have empty rows. Remember when she said she brought the eyeballs too? Funny, nobody seems to be looking anymore.
And I mean, she's the truth, and she was a rookie, right?
Yeah.
Knock down the 3-pointer, get to the rim. She can get to the free throw line. She's crafty.
Yeah, very crafty.
Crafty. So sometimes she look like she's coming off for a 3-point shot and she backdoors you for a layup. She gets her teammates involved. She can pass. She can shoot. Man, she is the complete basketball player.
And while Clark is out here casually rewriting record books and conducting interviews like a media-trained pro, she still gets treated like she is gate-crashing the league. It is wild people act like her success is some kind of glitch in the Matrix. Meanwhile, the old guard is clinging to their fading influence like they are hoarding Gatorade sponsorships. When did celebrating a rising star become such a controversial act?
We all know these WNBA veterans, for the most part, has not been very welcoming, besides your Sue Birds, your Cheryl Millers, and a few others. But when it comes to Sheryl Swoopes and them, oh, they're some serial haters, bruh. Now, Lisa Leslie, she been alright, but she criticized the time too. But with all that being said, Cynthia Cooper made it her business to big up Caitlin Clark.
So here comes Cynthia Cooper finally injecting some sanity into the discourse. She basically said, can we stop acting like acknowledging Caitlyn's greatness is a crime? And just like that, she reminded everyone what a real legend looks like. Legends do not feel threatened. They feel inspired. They pass the torch without burning down the next generation. And while Cooper is out here setting a new standard for class, Swoopes is still stuck in her feelings, sulking like someone just stole her last championship.
But I want to see, so many people talked about Sabrina and Steph, with that 3-point shooting contest. You know what I want to see in the WNBA All-Star game? I want to see Sabrina Ionescu shoot against Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, me too.
I want to see that 3-point shooting contest.
Yeah, facts. That's dope. Hopefully it'll be there. It's in Indiana this year, right?
It is the same moment seen through 2 very different lenses. Cooper sees Caitlin and thinks, wow. Brilliant. Swoopes squints, mutters something about cubic zirconia, and refuses to clap girl. Please, Caitlin Clark is not just playing well, she is transforming the league. She is racking up deals, filling seats, and getting kids to wear Fever jerseys, like it is the new school uniform. If that is not changing the game, what is? And still, every time her name comes up, it is like we are stuck in a courtroom trial. Objection, Your Honor, she is too good.
And I heard you gave me my flowers. I got a problem. I got a little emotional. So I'm also going to return this to you. One, because you deserve it.
Thank you.
As a Black woman, to watch you walk in your truth, regardless of what everybody says, how they feel. Perfect name for this podcast. I love how you just keep proving.
Sitting there like, oh my God. But she's so crafty. This is what people don't know about Caitlin. She's not just a 3-point shooter. She's a great passer, not a mediocre passer, not so-so. She is a great passer, but also she's crafty. I saw her get the ball, lay it up on the back door cut, like they waiting for her to pop out to the 3-point line. Boom, she slips back door, gets that bucket. Like, she is crafty, and she's just a rookie. She's just a rookie. that level of greatness, that level of play on a consistent basis as a rookie puts you up in the upper echelon of any league, definitely the W.
Cynthia Cooper. Oh boy, I think she may have made Sheryl Swoopes a little bit salty. I can see that.
She averaged 31.6, 7.4 rebounds, 9 assists. Right? Did anyone expect her to do that in WNBA?
Those three?
No. Right? So she didn't do that.
No.
Now, if we say her stats are today, what?
20 points, 8.4 assists, 6 rebounds.
That's crazy.
But
That's crazy.
5.6
Those are hell of a number.
Those are hell of a numbers.
But to me,
I
that's
can see the salt. I can see the sweat beads coming out of Sheryl Swoopes' forehead right now, while her former teammate, who won 4 WNBA championships with her. 4. And she's getting on here and she's telling the world Caitlin Clark is the truth.
I would have put Caitlin Clark on Team USA, absolutely. Any USA basketball experience for someone as young as Caitlin Clark is going to benefit America for years and years and years and years. So, yeah, I would have put her absolutely on Team USA. I wish, Caitlin Clark had that experience this year because she's our future.
The Indiana Fever are that golden destination, and I can't help but laugh to the fans and the people online and the media commentators, unfortunately, who said that nobody wanted to play in Indiana. That doesn't make any